So guys, welcome back to another video. This is another basketball reaction, and with the basketball videos that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to probably be posting the Making the Case episode for either Tim Duncan or Larry Bird tomorrow. The day I'm posting this, so the day after this video basically, and I'm going to react to that probably as my next reaction in like 10 minutes after this video is done. I'm done reacting to that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm not decided yet. I'll probably just pick like after this video, but we're here with a Michael Zemba reaction, and this one is a post that he did actually yesterday, so it's actually a new post, and it is the secret conspiracy that NBA wants you to forget. We all love like conspiracies, whether it be in sport or just in general, like conspiracies. The things that I'm getting into sort of more recently, especially getting into the Joe Rogan podcasts, like he's got like a lot of those sort of characters on his videos, and just in general, I just find them quite interesting. I take everything with a pinch of salt. I don't fully believe everything, but I like just hearing these random stories. It just allows you to think and all these different things. And again, with this video, I don't know who it's going to be about. Actually, it says the secret conspiracy of Shaq and Lamar. I'm going to say Odom, but it's not Odom. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what this is going to be about, but again, I love this kind of stuff, and when it's involving Shaq, you know it's going to be some crazy stories. But let's get into this and see what this is about, and yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, we're on the road to 50k. We're getting there, man. It's crazy to be, but we're on the road to 50k, and that's wild to me. So yeah, I'd appreciate that if you aren't already. But let's get into this and see what this video is about.
On July 14th, 2000.
Oh, we're back with the audio issues. Let's go. For God's sake.
Or NBA history was changed forever. Because on this day, the Lakers officially sent Shaquille O'Neal to the Miami Heat for a package that included Lamar Odom. This 10th, 2004, NBA history was changed forever. Because on this day, the Lakers officially sent Shaquille O'Neal to the Miami Heat for a package that included Lamar Odom. This gave us three things. One, the breakup of the Kobe and Shaq era, a breakup that gave us one Miami Heat championship and two Lakers championships. Two, one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history. What if Kobe and Shaq could have just gotten along? And three, the one nobody talks about, the climax for one of the biggest conspiracies the NBA has ever seen. Because what you probably don't know, because nobody mentions it, is that Shaq should have never been able to be traded to Miami because Lamar Odom should have never been on the Miami Heat. This trade only took place because of a supposed mistake by a player's agent the year before. A mistake that you probably won't believe is possible to make because of how ridiculously dumb it would be if it were a mistake. And if it weren't a mistake, well, then we're talking some kind of bribery. We're talking a team colluding with an agent in order to sign a big name free agent. We're talking about a conspiracy that only gets crazier as the story goes on. So what's up, guys? Mike here, and yes, today we are back at it with another conspiracy, and I promise you, this one is nuts. You are going to want to stick around to the end of this video because the full story here is truly mind-blowing. Before we do get into that though, you guys have loved the conspiracies lately, so if you want to see me do more conspiracy videos, comment down below any conspiracy theory you want me to see, and if it's interesting enough, I will for sure do it. Also, of course, please leave a like on this video. It helps me out a ton, and subscribe so you never miss a video. Trust me, I already have another crazy conspiracy coming soon. You are not going to want to miss it. Subscribe so that you don't. As for now, let's just jump into this. Let's jump into the supposed mistake that famous NBA agent Bill Duffy made in the 2003 offseason. Because after the 2001 season, the Heat viewed point guard Anthony Carter as a promising up-and-coming player and thus signed him to a 3-year deal. The third year of this deal was a player option for $4.1 million for the 2004 season. A player option that Anthony Carter wanted to accept because he simply wasn't worth that money. If we Google Anthony Carter right now and take a look at his stats, we see that as a 27-year-old in the 2003 season, Carter shot just 36% from the field and averaged 4.1 points per game. Numbers that were horrible on a terrible terrible 25-win Heat team. This meant, of course, Miami wanted Anthony Carter gone. They only had $7 million in cap room that season. This meant that if Anthony Carter did decline his player option, the Heat would be able to sign a big-name free agent. Unfortunately for the Heat, though, Carter told his agent to accept his player option because that was the most money he was possibly going to get, and it is here where things get incredibly suspicious. Because somehow, despite Anthony Carter accepting his player option in theory, his agent, Bill Duffy, forgot to officially submit the paperwork to the Miami Heat before the deadline.
What?
Anthony Carter's player option was automatically declined. This meant that Anthony Carter was now a free agent. This meant that the Miami Heat owed him nothing, and this was a much bigger deal than you were probably thinking. Because again, let's search the salary cap for the 2004 NBA season, and we see that it is $43.84 million. In comparison, the salary cap for the 2020 season was $109.1 million. That means that the $4.1 million salary that Anthony Carter was making in 2004 is comparable to a salary of $10.2 million for the 2020 season. And because the Heat did not have to pay Anthony Carter this $4.1 million, magically, they had enough money to sign Lamar Odom to a 6-year, $63 million contract. Let's be clear, Miami did not have enough cap space to make this offer before Anthony Carter's
insane.
Was declined. If Anthony Carter had accepted his player option, that meant Miami would not have had enough money to sign Lamar Odom, as they would have only had around $7 million in cap space.
That is crazy. That is actually nuts how you think about that. His agent is the reason that happened. Oh, mate, that is wild. And for Anthony Carter, did he get a contract after that? I don't know much about him, but I'm assuming he got a contract at another team. But in terms of the money that he would have made, probably was nowhere near as good as what he could have got if his agent did his job.
Strange. As I said before, though, the story gets even crazier, and so Anthony Carter only ended up making around $750,000 in 2004.
Okay.
Duffy ended up
There we go.
to pay the difference in salaries, which was the right thing to do. What's weird here is that in 2016, Anthony Carter said that Bill Duffy was still paying him over 13 years later, and in fact, well, just listen to this quote. In the end, it was a blessing. I'm still getting paid from it. Everything happens for a reason, and my agent was man enough to stand up and just
I rate that,
pay me
that.
over a
Fair
period
enough.
of time. To this day, I'm still getting paid. I'm still getting paid until 2020. 2020? Wait a second. Why is Anthony Carter calling this a blessing? I mean, sure, he is saying that his agent ended up paying for him, but why would that be a blessing? If anything, it would be an inconvenience, especially when you consider the fact that Anthony Carter never made more than $1.35 million for the rest of his career. Also, red flag number 2 here, why is Anthony Carter receiving money for 17 years?
Yeah, that is kind of mad.
Paid more money than he should have been? And if that's the case, well then, did something shady go down here? Because honestly, let's take a step back here for a second and think about just how crazy this was. Imagine next season Norman Powell, who has an $11.6 million player option for the Raptors, tells his agent to accept that offer, but his agent messes up and doesn't file the paperwork. Then suddenly, boom, the Raptors have enough money to sign someone like Kawhi Leonard as a free agent, and they sign him. If that were to happen today, social media would explode. Everyone would think that something shady had happened. Everyone would think that Bill Duffy and the Heat were just flat out cheating. Stephen A. Smith's head would literally blow up on live television.
Can you imagine?
The Astros were outed for cheating and have not heard the end of it for over a year. They're not going to hear the end of it for the foreseeable future. If a team did pull something like this off in the current NBA and then went on to win a championship because of it, I don't think we would ever hear the end of it either, which would be understandable. But because we were in the dark ages before social media, this was basically swept under the rug. And like I said, the story keeps getting crazier, and we are at the craziest part, the championship. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, Shaq was traded to the Heat in a package that was centered around Lamar Odom. If Lamar Odom was not involved in that trade, Shaq does not get traded to Miami, there's absolutely no chance that would happen. Which means the Heat don't win the 2006 NBA Finals, which would damage Dwayne Wade's legacy, and the Lakers, well, they could potentially face a much tougher road in 2009 and 2010 2010, as Lamar Odom was a key piece of both of those championship teams. With that said, the big question here is, where would Shaq end up? The Lakers made their choice that offseason. They were going to trade Shaq, so he had to go somewhere. So with that in mind, it's been said that Vince Carter attempted to recruit Shaq at one point in his career to Toronto, which of course would have been very interesting, and the Bulls had interest in Shaq too, as did the Denver Nuggets. But the most intriguing team here would be the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas had a pretty good trade package at the time, and remember, Dallas lost the 2006 championship to Shaq in the Miami Heat. If Shaq had switched teams, well, the 2006 NBA Finals could have very well ended up with us watching Dirk and Shaq hug as they held a championship trophy together.
Imagine that link up, bro.
Who knows what happens? Who knows where Lamar Odom ends up going? And again, who knows what happens to the Lakers? At the end of the day here, a forgotten acceptance of a player option altered the course of NBA history forever. And did I say forgotten? Well, you guys can make your own decision as to what really happened, and I am very excited to see the comments you guys have. That does mean, though, that this story is over, so thank you guys for watching. I hope
that's an interesting one then, man.
If you did,
I mean,
make sure to leave a like. It helps me out a ton, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I have another great conspiracy coming up. Y'all know it, and as always,
I mean, very good video, but it's crazy how that one sort of mistake from the agent, where I'm guessing that is sort of the sketchiest part. Like maybe it happened, maybe something, there was money exchanges between the agents and something like that. But like that probably is the case, as actually, isn't it? Like the agent was probably paid by a certain team or a certain person to not do that, so they had the funds. And it's just like that sort of thought. It's crazy how that led to Shaq leaving. Because I mean, if he stayed, you never know what more the Lakers could have done. I mean, they could have went on to do some crazy things, man. I mean, they did do some of the craziest things. Like they had the three-peat, but they could have done more. That's the craziest thought, man. Who else is loving the conspiracy theories? I'm down to see more of these, man. So this Lamar Odom would have never dated a Kardashian, and his life would still be normal. His very first move as an executive was to sign Lamar Odom. He was on crack. The biggest conspiracy is why OG music isn't playing. Copyright stuff is a bitch, innit? Basketball's this, Mike, the conspiracy that could end the NBA. That's funny because it's true. His titles kill me. I thought it'd be Lamar Odom. Is actually Shaquille O'Neal from the thumbnail. Because then we're back at it with the conspiracy theories. How much is he uploading at the moment? Because I'm down to see more of his videos for sure. Just go with videos here. He's actually uploading quite a lot of them. Exposing the NBA's biggest recent conspiracy. Maybe I should check that out as well. The secret behind Jimmy Butler's Michael Jordan's son. Wait, what? I might have to check this out then. What the hell? I mean, if you guys would like me to see some of these videos as well, let me know in the comments, because I'm down to see some of these for sure. I like these random type story videos, and I'm down to see more of them if you guys would like to. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll be back with the Making the Case series. 99% sure it'll be tomorrow, because I'm going to react to it now, in 2 minutes. And yeah, I mean, I should be posting it tomorrow, so hopefully you guys are going to enjoy that and this video. And yeah, until next time, like, subscribe, peace.